Hey, what's up ThunderCats fans? It's review time. I'm talking about Super7's Ultimate Wave 8 ThunderCats, and I'm going to have a look today at the very first Lunatic that we've ever gotten in history since ThunderCats came out like 39 plus years ago. This is Alluro, and he is amazing. He's like really just, this guy, I have to say that photos just don't do him justice. The purple on this guy is, well, you have to hold it in hand because the light just does not do it justice at all. This guy is fantastic. He is exactly what you'd expect a Lunatic to be. I just adore him. Look at the back, lovely artwork. You can just hear him in those pictures. Nice little bio here. But this guy, I'm going to take him out because obviously he's reflecting a lot of the light on the camera. But this guy is just, well, he is Alluro, and I'm so excited to be talking about him. And here we have Alluro, our very first Lunatic. I mean, just look at this guy. He is fantastic. He looks so good. The hair on this guy is soft plastic. We've seen it before with some of the other figures. It does help for the head rotation. I'm just going to lift this up a little bit so that you can move his head to the sides. But I don't think you're going to be using that a lot. His head goes up and down just a little bit, as you can see here from the side. And then of course he's got this fantastic, like, it's like an ab crunch. It's not an ab crunch, it goes around all the way, but he can move a little to the front and slightly to the back. He's got the normal articulation that you'd expect here from the arms. They go out all the way, and then of course he's got the elbow bend here, and of course the articulation here by the wrists, that also helps a little bit. So when you've got this figure, you'd want to try kicking his legs out because of this soft pliable plastic here with his skirt. They go out all the way. He can do the Jean-Claude Van Damme splits. He's got the bending here at the knee. It's a little bit more than 90 degrees, so that's impressive. And then he's got the ankle rocker here. It goes nicely forward and to the back. You just might have to wiggle it a little bit because it's rather stiff plastic. But this here is your figure. Okay, let's take the head off and replace it with the alternate head, and I do like this one a little bit more. I don't know why, probably because you can hear him screaming, or you can hear his voice when you look at this portrait. But I mean, just look at that. This is so typical of Alluro. They captured this so well. Okay, so he comes with this chest. It's in one of the episodes. But look at the detail on this thing. I mean, the skull is so awesome. But the nice thing about it is that it opens up and you can fit the Agora talisman inside. So that is rather cool. I mean, this is a teensy little bit of plastic. It is beautifully detailed, so it can get lost easily because it's so small, but it fits in here just perfectly. Then he's got the map on here as well. This is like straight from the cartoon. You can see the little moon there in the corner for the Lunatics. It is cardboard, but it's got nice lamination on here, and it's beautiful. Then he's got the Cyclops. Now I've already put mine in. It's like done something to the plastic here on the edge, but I don't mind because I'm going to be putting back this little Cyclops onto one of these orbs. He's got two of them. There's the blue one. And then the blue one I'm more familiar with in terms of the show. I mean, it's on the back of his art. It fits in here. There's little two holes on there. And then here is the plain one. I think this was a little bit, it's a bit more yellow for me than what I remember. But let's try and put this on. It's gonna be difficult. As you could see, I did damage mine just a little bit. It is hard. You might want to try heating it up. But it does go in eventually with a little bit of force. And as you can see, okay, there we go. All right, that's in. And it looks good. It really looks good. That's how I'm going to display mine. So he's got a couple of extra hands. Now, you can use them for lots of purposes. But this one, he comes with fists in. So I'm going to put this one on to hold the Cyclops. It's important because, I mean, that's his signature weapon. You might want to just, I'm struggling with this, so what I'm going to do is just open these fingers, just pull it apart a little bit, and then you've got it open a little bit more to put this in. It is nice and pliable, so you can manage to get that in there. There we go. And then another one is this pointed finger one. Just look at the detail on the finger. There's that white painted nail. That is so cool. I like that a lot. So I'm going to be replacing my fists with these alt hands that I just showed you. So here we go. There's the one. I'm going to take out this one on the other side. It's nice and tight, so it won't just fall out. And then this gives you that iconic look of Alluro, our very first lunar tag. And I'm so excited. I cannot wait for the next ones. Just look at that. Okay, so I'm gonna do some comparisons here with Alluro and some other ThunderCats. Now, a lot of people are thinking that he's too short in comparison with Lino, but I'm just gonna show you this picture here. This is one of the drawings that has been done with how Lino scales with mumm-ra. Now, I think that Lino might be a little bit shorter than what he's supposed to be originally. But that's no matter to me. Look here, when you look at the top of his head, he actually, that should be his chin there with his mouth open. Now it does scale a lot better now with this picture that I'm going to show you here. Just pausing for a second, he actually has his head below mumm-ra's chin. So when you compare the two, just look at this, look at the top of the frame, that he is actually in scale. So I do think that the concerns, although he does appear a lot taller in certain scenes of the cartoon, we all know that it's different sizes. Even Rotaro, who is a lot bigger than what we'd expect him to be, he scales well with all the others. He's probably a little bit too big, but I do believe that Alluro is the correct height. So in conclusion, I have to say that Super7 knocked it out of the park with their very first lunar tag. He is really what you'd expect. A lot of people would be hoping he is taller. I have discussed it just now as to what I think is the situation in terms of his height, but I'm very pleased with how it turned out. And if you don't know the lunar tags, if you're not familiar with the second season, I suppose that you'd have to start watching, because these guys are really a highlight of that season.
Super 7 ThunderCats, the ultimate heroes.